Hello, hello, hello. All right, you guys. So we went to a Family Dollar that is closing down. So this store is closing down. We were in this store a few weeks ago, and I think the highest they went up in percentage was 40% off. So we went back on today after one of my couponing penny shopping friends, huge shout out to her, let us know that this store had dropped down lower in their percentage. Now, not everything in this store was 70% off. We did find some good deals. A lot of things were 70% off. Um, we even found some things that we think were coming up higher than that, but not everything was 70% off, but a lot of the items were. And as I continue on with this video, I just want to give you guys a warning. I'm probably going to sound a little strange. I am eating a cough drop as I'm voicing over this because my voice is still very strained. I'm still trying to get over my sinus infection that I have. But I do wanted to come on here and let you guys know about this because in case you have a store that is getting ready to close down near you, or you have one that might be coming up closing in the future, I wanted to let you guys know kind of how this all worked when the Family Dollars are closing down. So as you can see, one of the first things that I wanted to check in this store was the diapers. Now the diapers, the signs say that they were 40% off. However, when we price checked these, a lot of these were coming up 50% off. We were able to get some of the Huggies brand of diapers. They were originally $11 and they were $5.50, and we had a $2 digital coupon to attach. So that was an awesome deal that we were able to grab on the diapers. Now, another reason why I wanted to come to this store is because I heard that the toys were also included in the markdown. And just like with the diapers, the toys were coming up 50% off instead of the 40% off. Okay, so you cannot always trust the signs, especially when they have been shutting down for a while, because I think sometimes they just don't change those signs over. But a lot of the toys were 50% off. And then we found there was a lot of toys in the middle of the store. This worked out perfectly, you guys, because we are in the process of collecting toys for our Toys for Tots at our church, and we were in need of some toys, so I was able to grab some of those today. So I was super excited about being able to find the toys, and there was still a lot of toys left, you guys. So many toys left on this toy aisle. Now, of course, I wanted to go back here to like the laundry care. You guys, there was hardly any of the laundry care left. I mean, they had pretty much wiped this section out. I was able to find a couple of the Dreft, and there was some Downing, some things like that. Now, I didn't pick up any of the Downing or anything like that because it still was a little bit high for my price point, a little bit more than I wanted to pay. And Downing is not something that I use regularly. I'm more of a Gain or a Arm & Hammer person, so I did leave those on the shelf. Now, of course, we went over and looked at the food as well. There were some good deals on the food. A lot of it, again, it was saying 40% off, but I believe it was coming up 50% off. So a lot of canned goods still left on the shelf. The thing about shopping the stores once they're closing down, you kind of have to rummage. It looks like it's not going to be a whole lot of items that you can find, but you guys, we loaded up. We ended up getting so many items. These Dixie bowls, this was one of my favorite finds. I think they were coming up $1.95 each. And then we had $1.50 off of 2 digital coupons. So it was taking 75 cents off of each bowl. So it left us paying, I think, like $1.20 for the pack of bowls. And these are actually my favorite paper bowls to use, are the Dixie ones. So I was super excited to grab that deal as well. Now, if you didn't want to grab the bowls, you could have grabbed the paper plates. It was the same deal, but I needed the bowls instead of the plates. And all over the store, you guys, it was 50% off, 40% off, 60% off. Here we are. We've made it over to the feminine care section. Now, this is a section that is really pricey. So when you can grab these products for 50% off, this is a great time to go ahead and grab those. And I was able to get a couple of packs today, plus use some coupons. So that's another thing I do want to make sure to mention in this video. So far, with most of our coupons, and I'm not going to say all because we did have a couple of items that was showing attaching to the coupons, but it did not attach once we got to the register. So that's something you got to pay attention to. But 90% of the stuff that we picked up today that we scanned it and we had coupons for, the coupons did come off. This medicine section was 60% off. I was able to pick up a couple of items there. We were even able to grab some of the thermometers. That's something that we don't normally get good deals on, so I definitely wanted to grab those. The men's underwear and children's underwear, all of that, I think all that whole section was 50% off, or at least that's what the tag said, 50% off. There was nothing I needed in this section, so I didn't grab anything and scan it, but that's what was showing, was that it was 50% off. And it could have possibly been more than the 50% off. Again, you want to use your Family Dollar app when you're in the store if you can. I know some stores, they don't have any signal, but this particular store we was in, we did have signal. But I also want to mention something here. Not everything came up correctly on the app. Some things we would scan, the app would show us the correct prices. A lot of the things we would scan, it was not showing a reduction in price at all. So we would have to take them up to the register in order to scan them, or take them up to the register and let them do a price check, and then we would get the correct prices on the items. All right, they had a lot of items left in like the hair care section. There was a lot of shampoo. Now it was saying 60% off. Again, that wasn't something that I needed. I didn't see any of the products that I needed personally for myself in this section, so I didn't scan anything, but it was showing 60% off. We did see a lot of people picking up items from this section, so I believe they probably were at least 60% off, if not more. And again, if you had coupons, there is a possibility that your coupons would work. So this might be some great items to go ahead and pick up too while they are 60% off. Now we're over here in the first aid section. That section was showing 50% off. Again, like I said, I know looking at it, it's like, oh, everything is picked through. I'm not going to really find anything. But you guys, you would be shocked at all of the items that you can find. And there were several people in and out shopping throughout the day. And everybody was picking up things. Some people were getting buggies full of stuff. Now here are, between my mom and I, we've got 3 buggies full of items here. So these were the things that we went ahead and grabbed today. So super excited about our haul. Now, if you guys want to see a complete breakdown of everything that I got today and how much everything costs, go ahead and just drop me a comment down in the comment section below. If enough people say that they want to see a complete breakdown of my Family Dollar store closing haul, then I will do a part 2 to this video and show you guys everything that I was able to grab. But again, if you want to see that, drop me a comment down in the comment section below. If I get enough people that say they want to see that, I will put together a part 2. But that's pretty much all that I have for right now. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up or a heart or a smiley face down in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell. That way you're going to be notified every time that I upload a video, and you can save money right along with me. I wish you guys a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will catch y'all in the next one.